Jason Richards liked to eat alone and went out of his way to do so. He was eating his lunch alone in the cafeteria as he usually did. Jason was a rather antisocial sort of man and very much preferred solitude, so that he would wait to eat until a time when the cafeteria was empty, or nearly so. This is when I, the narrator, would say little did he know that he would soon die. But little did he know always sounded kind of stupid to me. It sounds like maybe he knew a little, but it means simply that he didn't know at all. I find it more accurate to say that Jason Richards would soon die, but that he didn't know that he would. Maybe that takes more words to say, but what are a few words between friends? We are friends, or you wouldn't be listening to this. If you don't want to be my friend, then please stop listening immediately. Anyway, Jason Richards would soon die. How soon, you might ask, and I, the all-seeing, all-knowing narrator, could tell you, but that would defeat the purpose of telling a story. If you knew exactly how and when Jason Richards would die, well, you would just stop listening, and we would no longer be friends, and I, the narrator, would lose all power and authority over your life. And where is the point in that? Furthermore, Jason Richards might not even be the focus of this story. Perhaps his death is simply the catalyst to bring together the characters that really matter to this story. Or perhaps this story has no focus and is simply an unfocused rant made by a narcissistic narrator with a mild God complex and unresolved mommy issues. Why does everything have to have a point? Or focus, if you prefer, anyway? And aren't we all a little narcissistic? And why resolve your mommy issues if you enjoy them? Mommy issues can be kind of kinky, especially if you find someone with daddy issues to share them with. My ex might read this and blame the unfocus on my alcoholism, but this is not true. I drink often, but never to excess. Just because excess to some stops short of excess to others doesn't make me an alcoholic. And why should my mild to moderate alcohol consumption matter to that sex addict anyway? It's not like my drinking gave her the clap twice. And why is it called the clap? Like you get a round of applause for catching it. I didn't feel much like clapping, I'll tell you that. So where was I? Oh yeah, Jason Richards had not long to live. He stared at the white tiled ceiling as he chewed his cheeseburger. Not a good position to chew in. He chewed and stared and stared and chewed. And then, just as he was starting to swallow, he choked. He could easily have been saved by someone who knew the Heimlich maneuver, which most people know nowadays, but Jason Richards liked to eat alone and went out of his way to do so. Jason Richards died in the cafeteria that day, alone. The moral of this story is don't be so antisocial that you choke to death on a cheeseburger, but don't be so social that you get the clap.